in a demonstration of irony, Samuel Kojo Yankson and other NDC members decided to symbolically commission the unfinished National Cathedral project yesterday, 6th March. Of course, you have to remember that a promise was made that it would be completed by that day, which clearly has not been fulfilled, but not for want of the pumping of huge amounts of money into this project. You know, to think that we've already spent, 50 something million US dollars on this project, and all we have is a hole in the ground. It beggars belief. And it just takes us all the way back to the beginning of this thing. I mean, how do you build a house of God and the whole thing is based on lies? You go and lie in the Supreme Court that the thing will be funded by the public. Then you come and take our money and as seed money and go and put it in there. Then the seed keeps growing. Every year you are adding more seed money. Now seed money, how many times do you plant the freaking seed? Every year you plant a seed again. What happened to the old seed? Did it die? So we kept putting our money into this thing. Meanwhile, we set up a whole consortium of men of God and women of God and said that they should superintend this fast. So these people were meeting regularly. The idea being that because of their clout and their big names, they'll be able to draw the money from the private Christian pocket to build this thing. For some reason, that never happened. They continue to take from our pocket. 50 something million United States dollars. We paid all kinds of consultants for all kinds of services, and all we have is a hole in the ground. This is what we are doing in God's name, and we still hear people say it must be completed. The finance minister, the former finance minister, just before, soon before he was, not long before he was removed, was talking about how government needs to find a reason to fund it. Look at where we are. Look around you. Look at where you brought us and ask yourself how we can leave the hell we are in to find a reason to build a cathedral. Somebody's unilateral dream that in which he promised God a cathedral. We are now all roped into it, and you expect us to get further into the hole just to fulfill that man's dream. So who are we to you?
I mean, see, the only reason why this project is worth looking at will be if the Christian community says it is our project and we want to fund it. And if central government takes off their hands in whichever form, because if there's any form you can disgrace God, this is how you did it. Anyway, God now asked you to build in the first place, but that's fine. If you have something good to do for God, you do not pack it with a lot of lies that some of us, we feel very sad because originally we supported it. You've really you have condemned a lot of people's integrities together, and pastors that ordinarily many felt were men of repute are not sure whether or not they should still continue supporting this project in this current state or in any future state. So where we have come to, I think that government can sometimes admit that, yeah, we went wrong with this. Churches, go out there and give us the kind of support that you can give us. The churches, if they agree that they are taking money from church members, and my church says contribute, I'll be willing to contribute to it. But so far as it remains a project nestled in the heart of President Akufo-Addo, with the hope that he will get other people to do so, I am heavily distanced from it. And I'm sure that government will come to the point where they'll say, we need only you out there to do it, because the optics are bad. The continual projection of this what they call a building, and the things that have been said about it, and the things that continue to be said. I mean, nobody can convince me that even God, if he believed in this building, will not be sad today. So we need to turn the corner now. We need to make a proper change in direction on this matter. We need to get the leadership changed 100%. Christian Council can hold their own meeting, select their own trustees, and proceed to take over this project and do it to the glory of God. No minister, coming or going, should be interested in continuing. No minister or government resource should be further pumped into it. We've wasted enough of our own. Judges lost buildings for this to happen. Prime land areas were actually pulled out. I mean, everything in connection with that happened. We have sunk in too much money. I'm just praying that this one is prayer that can fix it. Let the Christian community who appear to be invested in the project do the project. This should not be again continued by any government. It is becoming unfair to even the people who had believed in the project from the beginning.
Well, I mean, I don't think that at this stage we need to spend any more of the state's funds on the construction of the National Cathedral. At the time, and I am disappointed in the Christian community. They said they didn't believe in the president's dream, and all the members who sat on the board of trustees couldn't get their churches to contribute. Look at the amounts of money they were donating. If they wanted to build a cathedral, would they have spent that kind of money on it? It's obvious right from the beginning that many of the persons we thought were going to lead this were not committed to it. Because we've seen churches building, cathedrals. They would do everything possible to construct them. Why couldn't they do same for the National Cathedral? Well, enough. We've made a mess of ourselves already. We've, demolished structures which we shouldn't have demolished in the first place. We cannot at this stage continue with the National Cathedral. Some people have questions to answer.
So what do we do? Because remember that we actually we pulled down buildings occupied by judges. There are some private people who have still taken the state to court for that demolition exercise. So what do we do to the whole then? What do we do? Because we spent so much already. I mean, it's I don't know. I think the president can finish it. Seriously, we still have the chairman of the board of trustees, isn't it? The president can finish it.
Well, with his own money.
With whose money?
And we have we.
Do you mean with his own money?
Yeah, it was a personal promise, wasn't it?
Be clear with that. I don't want to.
I think as a state.
I don't want to
Allow
be
the
confused.
woman to do
Mama,
it.
be clear. Who can finish it? Let her say what she means.
Don't we still have a chairman of the?
You are still moving
of
ahead
the-
without
of the
clarifying.
No, I'm just saying that the people who believe in the project can contribute and finish it.
With what?
They can raise the funds.
You will have to state it because you said the president
Why are
can
you
finish
thinking
it.
for her?
Going to go and take.
No, but why are you thinking for her?
No,
She says they
I
should
want
finish
her
it.
to say what she means.
No, but she's told you. The interpretation.
They can raise the funds. Raise the from consolidated fund.
Don't make her
Leave
point
our
for her.
budget alone.
Let her make a point.
Oh my God.